subscribe and hit the like and hit the subscribe. And then also hit your notifications so like you get more notification about when I make movies and shit. Right? Alright. So, because you want to know this stuff is important. Alright? So, this is like stick it to the man week. Because fuck Biden, he's stupid. And like, I'm gonna go have bake sale. If you guys live in Aurora, Colorado, I'm gonna be on like Exposition and Havana having bake sale all the time. Cause like recently I got like license insured for my business for like it's Badass Cleaning and Domestic Science Services LLC to sell my services. So I can sell my services because I pastry chef. So that's my goods too. And so today we make a sandwich, but it's super easy. 6 ingredients. And like I already started it, but for some reason like the video like got fucked up. So you're not gonna see like these first 3 ingredients, kind of how they're measured. But I'm gonna tell you. So first ingredient is warm to hottish water or something. Pretty warm water. And that is 1 cup. But I doubled this, so it's going to be 2 in my recipe today. And then 2 tablespoons of sugar. And double this 4. And then 3 cups of flour. Oh, no, not 3 cups. Well, yeah, 3 cups of flour. Oh, and then you want... Oh, and double this 6. And then you want 2.75 teaspoons of yeast. Now, typically, like, people try to use, like, the just stupid little bullshit packets of yeast, which is 2.5 teaspoons. But we're gonna need 2 3/4 of a teaspoon of yeast. So if you make only 1 bread recipe of this recipe, like you're gonna have to cut open a whole nother packet just for a 1/4 teaspoon if you buy those stupid little packets of yeast. So you buy jar of yeast. I also think that they sell like bags of yeast from like Arrowhead or something. I'm not sure. But so you buy bulk yeast, not like stupid little packets, you know? So then we mixed the yeast and the sugar and the water all together because yeast is bacteria and bacteria likes to grow in warm, wet places and they like to eat sugar. But who doesn't, right? Like, sugar is so good with everything. There you go. That's what's gonna be looking like in a little bit. You want it like all bubbly. It's growing, you know? Because it's growing and it's alive. Because I got active dry yeast. Active dry yeast is like, basically like when you put fly in a freezer or if it gets trapped in there and it's frozen, it's like dead, right? But then you saw him out and he's alive, right? So that's like active dry yeast. When he's dry, he's like dead. But then when you mix him with warm water, sugar, he becomes alive, like dehydrate, like anti-dehydrates and eats the sugar so he grows, you know? They like it. So I used 2.75, like 5.5, right? 2.5, yeah, 5.5 teaspoons of yeast. In mine, but it's 2 3/4 yeast teaspoon in 1 recipe. So then, what else? Oh, so this guy is growing. He's like, bleh. So after a little while, like it'll be like, you know, several to 10 minutes or so that you've been like sitting there, like let this little guy sit. You dissolve like all your sugar and water and yeast together, kind of for the most part, and now he's growing. He's like, wow. So then, what do we do? Oh yeah, flour. So we got 3 cups flour, but in my recipe we got 6. Because I'm doubling it, okay? And then you get 1/4 cup vegetable oil. In my recipe is going to be a 1/2 cup. because they double. And 1.5 teaspoons salt. I like to use kosher salt because it doesn't have additives and it's like big grainy salt. It's good for baking and stuff like that. It was originally made for seasoning meat because it had like a bigger texture or whatever, bigger grain or whatever. And it's like you could see it in food. And it doesn't have additives, that's good. You know, like iodine, a lot of people get iodine or whatever. Sorry, salt with iodine in it. Iodine or whatever. Then, what else? Did I skip anything? I might have. Maybe a 1/4 cup vegetable oil. I have a 1/2 cup because it's double, you know. I think we covered everything. Oil, salt, flour, water, sugar, yeast. Yeah, they're good. We're good. So now it's like, it's all bubbly. It's all like, right? It's all like working, right? So then, I would do that. Okay. So, let's see. It says, how much salt? And we did that stuff. 1.5 teaspoons of salt. So 1.5 teaspoons times 2 is 3 teaspoons, which equals a whole tablespoon. So I use multi-measure. And I just pour in my salt to the whole tablespoon. There you go. Multi-measure. 3 teaspoons is 1 tablespoon. And salt like makes you like dying. You know, so like that's why like you gotta grow the yeast before you put in salt, because now it's like you know. So then I got bread flour, because I mean you can use all-purpose flour if you don't have bread flour, but like I always keep bread flour and all-purpose flour around, and a little bit of cake flour so I can make pastry flour out of, you know, some bread flour, cake flour, whatever. But anyway, so I keep all those flours around, because like I don't know when I'm gonna make ever, and like, you know, like flour that is proper to what you're making, like has proper gluten amounts and makes it, you know, bake right, like consistency and texture and, you know, whatever it is, feel and glutenize of stuff. So now we did the salt. You just go we do oil. Yes, and this is my I do, the recipe is 1/4 cup, but I'm doing double recipe, so I do 1/2 cup. And this is multi-measure Pampered Chef liquid and you can and solid whatever cup, and you put the solids in like this and then you pack it down, you know. And this one only measures up to 1 cup, but I think they make some that like go up to 2. I'm not sure. But this, do not, if you get this from Pampered Chef, do not ever put it in dishwasher, because then it like loses its like grippiness, and you can never like, you know, this won't be right when you put solids in that side, and like liquid's always going that side. Doesn't matter. So don't ever put that in dishwasher. Multi-measure cup is very good. Then, so you're just gonna add flour 1 cup at a time. I might do like 2. So here's 2 cups, because this is only a 4 cup. And I add oil, I add everything else. There we go. Then, let's see, where is my little, it's right here. And I'm just gonna start on pretty slow speed, where you're just kind of stirring it, so it just like incorporates a little bit, and I'll get faster like as I put more flour in, I think, you know. So this is what it all looks like, just pile it in here, you know. So you will mix it till it starts forming a ball. This might be a little big for my mixer, so it's kind of forming a ball, like, and it's pulling away from all the sides, and it's not sticky no more. So the way that you toast bread, for real, for real. It's like you got it, you get the dough, you kind of stretch it out. And if it stretches and it's like smooth and it's not choppy, and then like, you know, it gets a little transparent, but then like rip, like really, then like that means it's ready. I almost turned my hand on it now. Let's see how much the butter flows. Okay, this is it. Look. There you go. Spice, bread, stretch. So that's what you do. You get chunk of dough and you roll it up as nice and smooth as you see how smooth. And then like you pull it, and this is how you test if you know bread is ready. You put it and you can see through it a little bit, and it doesn't really make that much. I mean, it could maybe use a few more minutes of mixing or something, elasticity, but it is smooth, see, and all of the dough is pulling away from the side of the bowl like a bread ball, and it wraps around the dough hook. So that is how you want it. And then you're after it's forming a ball while it's mixing, it all pulls away from the side. I like to go like this with it, and I kind of like curl all the edges around, and it kind of in like bloop, 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 you know. So then it's like taut and has smooth surface on top. And then you just put this ugly part down the bottom of the bowl. And they say to get a clean bowl, you grease it all up for this process, which for this time I am, because I'm gonna make more. But typically, like the bread dough cleans the bowl pretty much for you. So you can just spray the bread bowl if you're not making any more, and roll that up, and then you put it in the bottom. So I'm going to just take the bowl down. Big bowl, and spray it. I got some coconut oil. You can use olive oil, coconut oil, regular vegetable oil. I do not believe in using palm or canola oil because it's made from inedible seed that also makes rat poison, and that's called rapeseed. It's no good. So no canola oil ever. I use coconut oil right now. There you go. And I fold everything up like, you know, all that in a that's a big bowl. And it's smooth on top. And you plop it down in the bottom. And it's all greased up so it don't stick. And spray that on top. And I get I make hot water. And I just think like having warm water on your paper towel or your cloth that does not have any fibers able to detach or whatever get in your dough, like paper towel, warm water, paper towel over the top in one place and with no breeze for an hour and a half or until it doubles in size. Okay, so we're gonna let it double in size, and I will record part 2 after it rises the first time, and I will show you how it rises and everything after you put it in the bread pan, because you will, after the first time of rising and it doubles in size, which it might have, let's see, real quick, we're at, oh yeah, I see it. Oh, here we go. That's totally doubled in size. That's all big. So yeah, so that is, well, It's almost double inside. I don't know. It was pretty big to start, but the whatever it's called, the paper towel is all dry on top. And let me see how much time it's got. Oh yeah, that's only after like an hour. All right, so it's still got a little ways to go, and then we will take it out and punch it down, and then we will split it in two and put it in 2 different loaf pans, or you can split it up and do smaller loaf pans. Okay, so then I will record part 2 of making sandwich bread after this. There's 2 parts to this video because I'm going to record another video. So this is Sandra Naked Chef and Pampered Chef consultant and pastry chef, culinarian in general. And I will see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on your notifications to my videos if you like them. And I hope to see you next time. And I will try to record more videos more often because everybody wants to know how to make their own food. And especially it's way cheaper with Biden prices economy right now. So you want to learn how to make your own foods and your own breads for your everyday life. Thank you.